On today's episode of Vlogmas, we're making quiche. Light, camera, action. First, we're gonna preheat our oven to 400 degrees. I have 2 sheets of Pepperidge Farm puff pastry that have been thawing, and I am going to roll them thin and cut them into 12 equal-ish slices. Now you can do this prior to rolling it out or after. Typically, I make my cuts and then I roll each one individually. We're gonna try just rolling the entire sheet and cutting afterwards. See how that works. I'm hoping it will be less work on my wrists, less fatigue. We'll find out. I might hate it. We might go back to my way. I'm just gonna take some flour and put it on my counter. Can you see? Then I have this little handy dandy roller. I got it off of Amazon. And we're just gonna slowly but surely roll this guy out. Oh no, we're already kind of splitting. So maybe we roll the seams together first. Oh no, cracking. I roll the puff pastry really thin because I haven't found an ingredient worth swapping out puff pastry for, like trying to be a skinny queen, find something a little more calorie friendly. You've got options, but I don't want to give up puff pastry. So I'm going to use the actual thing. I'm just going to portion it smaller. This sheet calls for 6 servings. I want to double that. I want 12 servings out of this one sheet. I think I pulled this puff pastry out maybe 30 minutes ago. Just been letting it sit at room temp. I think that looks good, she says, and then picks up the roller. All right, that's gotta be good. So I'm gonna make 3 cuts down the puff pastry, and then we're gonna cut this sheet in half. Hopefully, we're a little off. And cut those halves in half. We could have done better. Lover's calling.
He is done. I'm taking him for a lap right now. He did not have a good time. That is probably the worst vet appointment he has had. I don't know why it went so poorly, but he did not like, the assistant he was okay with. The actual vet themselves, he did not mesh with. I don't know.
That makes me sad for him.
I never have seen him so unwilling for somebody to touch him.
Poor baby. Then I'm gonna take my cupcake pan, I'm gonna spray it, because sometimes these stick and sometimes they don't, so I can't be trusted. Then I'm gonna take each little puff pastry, put it in the muffin tin, and press it in. I think I like rolling it my way better, or I just need to slow down when I'm making my cut, because these are all uneven sizes. But we're gonna make it work. And half of them had to have surgery performed on them. I cut them in half. Maybe these ones will not be the ones I show in the thumbnail. We'll do a better job at the second batch. Redemption round. I'm gonna take my time on this one and cut it way more evenly. I actually think I'm gonna do it my way, where I cut first and then portion. I feel like it was a little more precise. This way you're just portioning out your 12 slices first and then rolling them into your preferred shape. This is the way I've always done it. It's a little more work, but I think you get a better result. Maybe I didn't give the other way a fair shot. I kind of rushed through it. I like them square. That way it makes a nice little nest in the muffin tin. You don't have much egg leakage around the sides, like that. I'll fast forward through this part for you. Then each pastry cup is going to get filled with our egg mixture. This is 7 eggs and 130 grams of cottage cheese. Blend it up in the blender, and I'm using a 3 tablespoon scoop just to try to keep each one consistent. I'm making a double batch, so if you're making a double batch for meal prep, you're gonna have to double everything I say. The rest of this is gonna go in the counter quiche over here, but we're gonna do that off camera, just to move through this recipe quickly. All right, now, each one is going to get added protein, vegetable, and fat in the form of cheese. Each quiche is going to get roughly 10 grams of pork chorizo, and this is a good quality chorizo, not the tube. Oh my goodness, have you ever looked at the ingredients in those? No wonder it's 80 cents. Get actual chorizo. Your tummy will thank you. I just have the chorizo on the food scale, and each time I take a pinch out, it's measuring it negatively. And since I'm using around 10 grams per, I'm just counting by tens. So this one says I'm trying to go for 70 on the scale. Teddy has an ulcer in his eye, which means he scratched it somehow. So we have to say goodbye to the nails because I have to be able to administer ointment in his eye. And the last thing I would want is some pokey green claws coming at me when I'm injured. So we'll have to go and see Jordan tomorrow, have her chop them off. All right, chorizo is done. Then we are going to add some pepper and onion prep, as in prepped ahead of time when you have the energy to do so. Because now you get to just reap the benefits and you just get to use as needed. I'm gonna do about a pinch in each. I don't think I'm gonna weigh it. It's vegetables. I'm just gonna put as much as I want to tolerate. I do have the food scale running though, for those nosy Nellies that wanna know how much we ended up using for the entire batch. This is a mix of mini sweet peppers, yellow onion, and jalapeno, de-seeded jalapeno. If you like it spicy, keep the seeds in. But jalapenos can be really unpredictable when it comes to their spice level. Sometimes you get one and you're like, this isn't spicy at all. And other times you get them and you're like, whoa, that's hot. That looks good. We used about 100 grams for the entire batch. Last but not least, cheese, cheddar cheese, full fat cheddar cheese. Your kitchen, your rules. Use whatever cheese you would like. But in my kitchen, no fat-free cheese. I will cut my calories elsewhere. I will not sacrifice good cheese. I'm gonna use about 5 grams per quiche, so I'm looking for a total measurement of around 60, and then I'm gonna take and evenly distribute. Voila. Then after that, we're just gonna do some quality control, make sure all toppings are in the egg cup. And I like to press my toppings down a little bit. I like to believe that it minimizes explosions in the oven, although it's gonna happen. All right, say goodbye. Next time you see these suckers, they will have been baked at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Voila. Oh my gosh, those look stunning. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yeah, they look fantastic. They smell good too.
And they're done. I'm gonna let these cool, and then I'm just going to put half of them in the freezer and half in the fridge for us to eat this week. This is just one variation of quiche. I challenge you to get creative. How you top your quiche is none of my business, but I do want you to add some protein, a vegetable of your choosing, and some cheese. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.